a lot of people are crossing into different countries and whatnot, and they're not following the rules of the country. Like, take an American. They go to, what was that guy's name who recently just passed away from coming back from North Korea? Otto something?
Otto Warmbier.
Okay. Now, number one, why in the flying fuck would you ever go to North Korea?
I don't know.
And number two, why would you try to steal something while in North Korea? I mean, you should understand.
I don't know why you would want to fart in North Korea.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you look at somebody
you know they're going to violate your rights some way or somehow.
You're going to fucking die. And I think a lot of people, even by me, when I went to Mexico, a lot of Americans, the way they acted really irked me. Because I feel like you're in another country. Show them some respect. Show the people that are working their respect. Don't think that the American passport is going to save you in another country.
That's right there. That's the same reasoning behind that is the same reason we have Americans panicking and doing stupid shit here. Okay?
Like buying out toilet paper because that's gonna fucking feed them, when there's no more fucking food.
Not only buying toilet paper, but okay, I heard that you mentioned the guy taking his daughter to dance or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy knew.
You think he knew?
No, I know he knew.
Okay.
Okay.
He knew that he had the virus?
Yes,
okay.
He knew.
I mean, he confessed it?
Yes.
Okay.
And he decided it was more important to take his daughter to that dance.
Listen, I understand doing things for your kids, but then don't put everybody else in fucking harm's way. Thank you for that etiquette. But you know what I mean? Like, listen. Right now,
what's going through your head? Listen, everybody can have kind of a lapse in judgment. But if you know what's going on, you have got this virus. No way. It's your obligation to humanity.
Listen, move the couch in your fucking living room, put on some music, and dance with your daughter in your goddamn living room.
Yeah, and have mommy film it.
Exactly. Don't go and put other people in harm's way. Because now you're destroying somebody else's family. Because let's say if you survive and your family survives, but yet you kill somebody else's family, would they consider that a type of manslaughter at that point?
They could. I mean, they had a bump up. Remember when AIDS originally developed?
Yeah.
An offshoot of that was some laws were being propped up there, where
if you would willingly have sex with somebody,
knowingly doing that, it's a crime.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what the thing I said. I said there's people out there that have AIDS, are knowingly having sex with it, and they expect people to stay in their homes while having this virus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane how we've changed so much to act bad towards other people. It's almost like we don't have any more family values, and we don't have any more respect towards other people. Like if I see my neighbor's garbage outside and it's blowing in the wind, I'll go get it. I'll go put it up to his house, or at least fix it for him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Where people, they don't give a shit. They'll just roll right past it.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? It's not my garbage can.
Well, I mean, I guess because of a lot of different factors, communities are not the same as they once were.
No.
They're not.
And you have both parents that are working.
That's number one, okay? Once you took one of the parents away from the home, raising the kids and being there directly and watching and having the eyes and ears of the neighborhood, okay? And now I'm not going to tip off my age by making a sexist comment like the woman would have been in the home. I'm not going to say that, okay?
We'll scratch that from the record.
One of the parents would have been in the home until they were forced to both work.
Yeah. Well, I feel like once the government saw that both parents can work, they just went with it. And now with all these high taxes, like depending on where you live in the country, obviously other states have less taxes than say where we live. But a lot of people, if two people don't work over here, it's very hard to survive.
All right, here's where I'm going to get into my devious thought process.
Go with it.
Okay. As far as that, when you talk about that, I believe, okay, that systematically our government over a long period of time was creating an environment deliberately where the population would become more dependent on the government.
On them, yeah.
In other words, doing everything they possibly could behind our backs with our votes to screw us.
Well,
okay?
With the vote, they tell us something.
To the point of even creating a situation in America where mom and dad were both forced to work.
Yeah.
Okay, where before they weren't.
And I feel like they can control your kids more like that.
Absolutely.
Now the kid goes to school. Some guy.
First of all, they're not only just in school. Now you got to have daycare.
Yep.
You got to have the after-school programs. You got to have other programs to accommodate.
And you pay for all that. Now hear me out. My wife's cousin lives in Germany. Mm-hmm. They give her 2 years, no work. Right. I think they even maybe pay her a little bit, and they get free childcare if needed. Like somebody comes to the house, watches the kid and whatnot. If you have to.
So maternity leave is 2 years?
2 years. So to your kids too. And they give you the option whether to go back or not. I mean, you can take a little longer if need be, so to say.
But if you opt not to go back, then your job is done.
That I'm not 100% off. I mean, I'd have to do some more research on that. But I know definitely 2 years. And then her son is the same age as my son, right? 3. And now she's back at work, and obviously he goes to school and whatnot. But 2 years. My wife's smacking herself in the head. She's like, my God, I wish I could have that.
So basically what they're doing is encouraging her to start raising her child without having to have assistance or interference by the government at all.
Pretty much. Which to me, I think is a good thing. And I think it shows more family values. I think you as a mother, more mother, so to say, than father at that point, raise your child to a certain age of understanding.
Right.
So that the kid knows at least 3 years old. Like my son knows at 3 years old what's good and bad. If he's bad, he knows that he did something bad. I give him crazy eyes. You know what I mean? And he's like, it's like, oh, you did something bad, buddy.
Right.
Exactly. But here, other people raise your children. I'm not saying this is for everybody.
Right.
But for the majority, you guys can chime in if you want. A lot of people are forced to allow other people to raise their child. And if certain families don't have that luxury where one parent can stay home, or even if you have a grandparent that can stay home, or like say an older sibling to watch the child type of thing, you kind of get screwed. And I know a lot of parents, they might not show it too much to the front, but deep down it probably bothers them.
Yeah, that's you know what? It's funny you say that, because I think that point you just hit on, the part that it bothers them that they're not fully raising their kids, creates parental guilt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which creates spoiled children.
Yeah, because then you go out, hey, let's go buy you stuff. You know what I mean? I'm sorry I wasn't there, but here's your Hot Wheels and whatever.
That, I believe, is a major cause of parents losing the ability to say no.
Yeah, because then they feel bad. They feel bad that as a parent they're not there, and they want to give their kids, something to love them for, and it's a materialistic love at that point. It's not a true, like, hey, you showed me how to ride a bike, I love you, or you just bought me that bike, but my nanny taught me how to ride it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, in a weird place in life, because now I have grandchildren, and like, I know how I raised my children, and I know how I was raised.
But now, you can't raise them like that today.
Believe me, I didn't even raise my kids the way I was raised.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Well, you can't.
But I remember what I used to tell my kids all the time, which they didn't like, but they got over it and they saw the reason for it. Simply this: when they would say, I want to do something that I didn't think they should do, they would, of course, like all kids do, throw back at you.
Yeah.
But
what ages is this? What ages?
Like preteen or early teen, even. They'd always throw back. Oh, but so-and-so's mom or dad said it's okay.
Go live with them.
I said, then so-and-so can do it, but you can't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what they say. It's their child. They have the right to say what they want. Okay?
Well, pack your fucking bags and go live with so-and-so.
Well...